My name's Rachel McLeod. I'm a mental health therapist, an emotional wellness coach, and a practitioner mentor. And I specialize in helping people do the brain work for resolving symptoms of anxiety, depression, and traumatic stress, and also building a life of wellness. And the brain has a beautiful process for this. And that process can get stopped or blocked. And so my specialty is getting that process unblocked and getting the brain resolving symptoms for you and getting your brain back on track to building your health and wellness and thriving. And I do this a lot with people with complex PTSD, with developmental trauma, relational trauma. And the longer we spend in a survival state, which is the brain's response to traumatic events, and things that it thinks are dangerous to us, the more our brain is not building for health and wellness. It's just continuing to build for survival states. And then by the time we're adults, we have all this stuff for surviving, and not very much for thriving. This is a place clients reach out to me in because we need to build the wiring and the subconscious programming for thriving. And so we get that brain function, that brain process unblocked and moving, and the brain will begin building it. And we guide the brain to build it as well. That's the perspective I'm speaking from. I love interpersonal neurobiology. I love what we're learning about the brain and our ability to bond and co-regulate and all these things. I will provide some nerd info here, but really I'm in the practical application land of getting the brain to heal the wounds and build the health and wellness. So I'm in the actual practical let's build it realm. And so that's what I'm going to talk to you about. But I do want you to understand some principles about brain function. This process that we're talking about, that I'm talking about, that I help people get unblocked and moving forward, is the mind-body system for self-reorganizing, the mind-body system for resolving symptoms of anxiety, depression, and traumatic stress, and the mind-body system of taking all of the information, the sensory information about what's going on outside of us, what's going on inside of us, and getting that from the body, from the sensory situation, nervous system, into the prefrontal cortex and all these guys in here, the factory. I do not know their names. I'm constantly failing anatomy and physiology, but there's a ton of higher brain functions, different parts of the brain that are doing things for us, and we want them involved. A lot of times when we get triggered, when things are not safe, our survival system takes over and actually shuts those parts of the brain down and just operates from survival mode. This part of the brain does not know how to thrive. It does not know how to hold the big picture. It doesn't know how to see things from multiple perspectives. And it actually shifts you into a very self-survival centering. This part of the brain doesn't really care about anybody else. It can't process anybody else's data. It can't see things from other perspectives. It is really only focused on survival, and we cannot beat this part of the brain. This is the part of the brain that's kept us alive since the beginning of time. We are wired to, if we're in danger, to function from this part of the brain. And it's strong and it overrides all of us. So when we go into this, it's not a choice state. The survival system has decided that it needs to be active and I need to handle this. If you're running from survival mode, you don't have access to your skills and your resources. This is frustrating for people because they're so smart and they know what to do, but they keep doing the same thing that they're not supposed to be doing, right? That they said, I don't want to do, I was never going to do that. And they're in the situation and they're screaming. And they're like, and then they come out of it, and then the shame spiral. That's because in that survival state, you run from the old programs, you run from the instincts, you run from how you were parented, you run from many things. Whatever your brain is wired for, that's what you're running. And that's why it's important to get your brain to learn this is not actually dangerous. And your brain has a process for that. We want to walk the brain through its own process of learning how to understand what's safe and what's not safe and get accurate. And then we're going to watch it not freak out and not go into survival mode in places that it's safe. And then your brain's going to be acting like it's safe more and more often because we want it to match your environment. That's the brain problem. We can influence this very specifically, very targetedly. We can switch from survival mode to thriving mode over and over and over again and retrain the brain. This is not difficult. This is actually very easy. I have a free program teaching people my favorite interventions for this. You're going to watch your brain shift from survival to thrive, and you're going to feel it. You notice your body feeling different. You notice new insights, epiphanies, higher ways of being. You notice a lot of shifts, and you'll learn to recognize when you're over in survival mode and, oh, I just need to flip over here. That stuff's simple. And that is the majority of the work I walk people through. The brain needs regulation. Panic is dysregulated state. Calm is a regulated state. And these look different for many different people. People can be completely dysregulated and carry on full conversations with you. Some people can look super calm on the outside and they are massively dysregulated. The survival mode is active. It's going fight, flight, freeze, faint, or fawn. It's choosing that for you. You're running on that. That's where you're going to see your symptoms of anxiety, depression, and traumatic stress running up and flaring. Many of us will get dysregulated and will keep going up. We have all sorts of mental tricks to get up. This is actually dangerous to the brain. It knows that, and it finds this dysregulation very threatening. Then it works harder to get regulated, and it can't because it's not practiced at it, doesn't know about regulation, doesn't know how to do it. And so it's dysregulated even though it's trying to regulate. And that's when we will start hacking the system and using strategies to flip us out that are harmful to ourselves, often, like emotional eating, drug use, sex, compulsive sex. Lots of the compulsions, compulsive exercising, those are body interventions that we can use the body to send those safety signals that the survival system needs to regulate. But they're dangerous. They have negative side effects. That's why I'm handing people my favorite 3, because they'll do the same thing without the negative side effects, and they only take 30 seconds to 2 minutes, as opposed to eating a bowl of ice cream, right? That thing's gone so fast, especially if you're eating it for survival reasons. And it's just not enough. It's not enough information to that part of the brain to heal. And then there's the shame spiral afterwards. Boo. No, because now we have to heal the shame spiral. It's a lot of work. So we want to use interventions that are more simple. I want to invite you to try playing with your brain in this new way. While this is an overwhelming problem, it shifts so quickly. And if you just do the brain work, your brain will do this for you. You will watch. People tell me, they're like, I don't know how this is happening. I was really calm all of a sudden, and I was able to make it through, and I was able to show up for my kid without making it all about me. Many of us are training for that, and then all of a sudden we can actually do it. It's phenomenal. Your brain needs to make this for you so that it's easier and you don't have to try so hard and fight with your brain, internal fighting like, we will be nice. It's hard to be nice when you're fighting with your brain like that and your nervous system. Regulating your nervous system, your brain will make this for you. It'll be seamless. I invite you to try some of these interventions. I do have a free program called Interventions for Inner World Transformation. That program is free. I've put the information, the link to that in the description part of this, so you can look up there and grab that link and just play with these interventions. There's a ton of things you can do. That's going to also add you to my email list, where I'm going to talk to you about this is what you're looking for. These are the symptoms. This is the signs. This is what you try. All these things I'm going to try and teach you strategies that you can implement. You're going to watch your brain shift from survival to thrive, and you're going to feel it. You notice your body feeling different. You notice new insights, epiphanies, higher ways of being. You notice a lot of shifts, and that is the majority of the work I walk people through.